Hi, it's Matt here for newshooter.com at NAB 2019. I'm back with Nick from Caldwell and Chemical Wedding. Well, we got it right this time.
Exactly.
So what have we got here?
What we have here is some rehoused lenses, some housed lenses from the Vintage Lens Company, but the optics inside are made by Caldwell. Brian Caldwell got the original blueprints for the Baltar lenses made by Bausch & Lomb. Baltar lenses were the workhorse lenses of Hollywood in its early days. There was two series, the Baltar lenses and the Super Baltar lenses. We've remanufactured the lenses from scratch, the optics from scratch. What's happened with the Baltars over time is that the Baltars that are left that are actually being used in the marketplace are made out of kinds of glass that have deteriorated over time. The high index glasses used, particularly in the Super Baltars, had radioactive elements in them and toxic elements in them. They've also been overly polished over time, cleaned and scratched, and the original character of those lenses has been ebbed away over time. So even though those original lenses have character, they don't match. They don't match each other or themselves. They're very unique and individual from lens to lens. What we've done is we've taken the original character and original design of the lens and remanufactured it exactly to the design specifications. So bizarrely, these lenses are actually a better reflection of what the Baltars looked like when they were brand new. Now, the Baltars have got a rich history. Films like Citizen Kane, The Godfather, Godfather 2 were all shot with the Baltars. The best matching set of those lenses in the world are actually owned by Panavision, who happened to buy 6 sets all at the same time. And those lenses relatively match quite well, but they're variable. What used to happen in cinematography is that cinematographer would say, I've tested these lenses, I like these particular ones, and companies that are big companies like Panavision would stick them in a box, put them in a cupboard and write your name on it. So someone like Gordon Willis, for example, had sets of lenses that were kept just for his use and nobody else. What we've tried to do with the NEO Super Baltars is offer housing companies like the Vintage Lens Company the ability to get brand new sets of cells, lens cells, and spares so that you can have lens sets in rental houses that are repairable because we can supply spares, because there are no spares for the vintage lenses that are truly in the market. The only way to fix those is to butcher lenses that have been broken and find elements, and there's an avid market for that. But these lenses are intriguing because they nearly all cover full frame in this new full frame world. So the Venice, for example, this camera, these lenses cover the Venice as well as the LF. Nearly all of them, apart from the 20 and the 25 millimeter, they don't. What we're doing is we're remaking the 20 and 25 as the Ultra Baltars, which we'll be releasing sometime in 2020, and even they will cover these large format cameras. The advantage of that is that these cameras have a slightly lower resolving capability, which I think looks more beautiful on the larger format cameras. You get all of the advantage of the extra pixels, but you get a softer and more cosmetically interesting image. So we're offering cinematographers another flavor to use within their idea of how they want to shoot full frame.
So you're eventually going to make these in casings yourself and not send them out, just the glass? So
At the moment we're making the cells, and the cells are basically, it's like a casing with the glass elements inside and with an iris. And what the rehousing companies do is they basically create the outer shell with the focus and iris mechanisms that will drive it. Now, they're all doing it in a slightly different way, and those will appeal to different rental companies in different ways, but there's essentially the same optical design. In fact, they're not essentially, it's exactly the same optical design.
And, I was going to ask you about price, but you're not actually you're selling them.
Yeah, it varies from company to company as to what they cost. This one from the Vintage Lens Company is an exceptionally well designed. It's very durable and quite chunky. A little bit more expensive than other people's designs, but it depends on what a rental house is looking for and what their price point is. Also, their sense of individualism as well, because a rental company wants to define itself as being different from somebody else. We can make these a little bit more unique for that company.
Thanks.
Different coding options as well.
Thanks very much.
My pleasure.